So we just arrived at LAX and now let's go back to the main menu to start our next flight. But wait, what is happening? Let's take a look at the task manager. Oh no, the sim is not responding anymore. If you are having this same issue, keep watching. Welcome to the channel, my name is DroneSim and today we are going to take a look at how to fix this issue of the sim freezing with the iniBuilds aircraft. So I've done a little bit of research and came across this thread right here on the Flight Simulator forums. The user IMIRanger204 could find out that this is related to the init request function in the MCDU of the iniBuild aircraft, and this happens with all iniBuild aircraft. I tried every one of them. As soon as you init request your previously created flight plan via SimBrief, for example, and end the session, end the flight, go back to the main menu. You don't even have to spend 10 minutes, you don't even have to finish the flight. As soon as you init request and exit the session, the sim will freeze. So what you can do is you can use your EFB to synchronize the departure and arrival airport. You can use your EFB to synchronize the payload, and you can even use the MCDU normally as nothing is broken, but you cannot use the init request button. So one thing to work around this issue is to enter everything manually, which is not a big problem if you have a short route, but if you are doing long haul, then you will have to enter your route completely manually. Now there is a much easier and better solution than entering everything manually. A couple of days ago I found a thread in the iniBuilds forums. Unfortunately I cannot find it anymore, but the user suggested to download the route from SimBrief, put it in a specific location, and then load this route as a company route in your MCDU. And let me show you how this exactly works. So here we are, this is my SimBrief flight plan, and now I need to download that. It is in the bottom right here, show details, and go down until you find iniBuilds flight plan. Download that, and as soon as you have done that, go into your folder where this file is, mostly the downloads folder, copy it and paste it to a specific location, which I will put in the description. In this case, it is the limitless location, LocalState WASM MSFS2024, then the specific aircraft. In this case, it's the A330 from iniBuilds. Work, flight plans, and paste it right here. Memorize the file name. It is mostly the departure airport, followed by the arrival airport, followed by a number. As soon as you have done that, start the sim, and you need now to load this route into the MCDU as a company route. Let's take a look at how this works. One thing that is worth mentioning in this scenario is the SimBrief downloader, which downloads the flight plan files into a specific location of your choice. I never did that and used that, to be honest, but in this case this is a lot of help. So as soon as you start it, you will be asked to log in via SimBrief. Then you can check anything you want to be exported. In this case it's only the iniBuilds flight plan, and here you can enter the folder, the destination folders. I have selected all of those 4, and the downside of course is if I, for example, create a flight plan for the A330, this will copy the flight plans to all 4 locations. So you need to keep an eye on the data that is inside. And the last thing is you need to check this box right here. Always export new flights automatically, and hit save and close, and you're good to go. So here we are in this sim. Now we are on the init page, and as I said before, memorize the file name, which was the departure airport, and then the arrival airport, and the number 01 in this case. You need to type in this as a company route. As soon as you do that, you will see that on the right MCDU your route is completely inside. You will get this check IRS airport position warning. Just ignore that and clear that out. The cruising altitude is 360. Of course you need to cross-check this with your SimBrief flight plan, so let's just do that. So cruising altitude is 36,000 feet, which is correct. You need to type in the cost index and the flight number, which is not a problem at all, but let's just check the route. So it's Sestro Kanda, Bam, Boy, and so on and so forth. And I don't need to go through all of them, but this is how you do it without pushing the init request button, which then will freeze the sim. Now this approach has one downside, and if we go now to the departure airport, just take a look at the right MCDU and go to LAX departure, you will suddenly have no available runways, nor you will have any SIDs available. And the same thing is true for the arrival airport. No arrival runways and no stars available. So in order to fix this issue as well, I tried a lot of things and came to the conclusion that you will need to type in your departure airport / your arrival airport and put this all into this upper right field right here. If you do that, you will see something like this. You can scroll up and down and again cross-check if you want, doesn't really matter. I think it's mostly always the correct route. Just insert that and now take a look at the right MCDU again. We have suddenly all runways available again. And now let's select the actually correct one, 25 left, with the Lady for Lady Juliet 4. Transition is Sistro, insert that, and now to the arrival airport, ILS 7 right. Let's select the Karax 5 Delta, which is this one. No transition. Let's select via. Let's select no via and insert it. If we now wait a couple of seconds, the overall distance is now 5,306 nautical miles, and if we take a look at SimBrief, it is 5,308 nautical miles, so it's perfectly matching. So here you have it, a simple solution for a problem that has been in the sim for a couple of weeks now. Hopefully Microsoft Asobo and iniBuilds will work on a fix. Tell me in the comments, did it help you? Do you have any further issues? I might be investigating even further. Thank you very much for watching and hopefully see you in the next video. Please leave a like, subscribe and activate the bell. Thanks and have a good one.